met you yet.
No, I haven't met you. With Don Hodges?
Yeah, I'm the state president.
Oh, good. Is it Broun in your group? No? Oh, is he?
Anyway, what I was saying, hey guys, how y'all doing? Paul Brown.
Daniel Trump.
Hey Daniel, nice to see you.
Curtis Sermons.
Hey Curtis,
Nice to meet you, sir.
see you. Only the major candidates, the only veteran of all the candidates, the only combat vet. I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2012 as a medical doctor. I went over there as a congressman. I was over there taking care of sick people. Just got the back on my course and go back to the foundation principles that we provided in this document. That's what I believe in. That's what I've stood for ever since I came home. So that's what I'm fighting for. Talk about guns saving lives. I've been endorsed by Gun Owners American and the National Association of Gun Owners. All the candidates that will be. I'm the chairman of the second district of the U.S. House fighting for our second district. We must never, ever lose that individual right. Because it's critical.
I am.
How about the N.D.A.A.
If you read them, it does not authorize unlimited detention. N.D.A.A. does not. Now it is in law. I was just explaining that to Don. It is in law. It's in the authorization for use of military force in Afghanistan, but it's not in N.D.A.A. We fought that battle. I've tried real hard to repeal the authorization for unlimited detention, but it's not.
Which is in Bush's law.
It's in Bush's law in authorization.
So what you're saying is the populace of the society that knows that is in there. What do you say to them? They're just stupid and they don't read well, or reading comprehension isn't that good, or what's that?
I'll show you the language if you're interested.
I've read it.
Okay, it does not authorize unlimited
I mean,
detention.
not only have I read it, I've read all of it because I didn't want to have questions like this and have somebody tell me something, like my reading comprehension isn't like par with yours.
I'm not telling you that our reading comprehension. I fought this battle. I've introduced legislation to repeal that, but it's in the authorization for use of military force in Afghanistan. It's not in N.D.A.A. What the N.D.A.A. language says is that there's nothing in there that changed current law.
So your
That's
answer,
what it says.
so your answer then to the voters that have read the N.D.A.A. and believe that it's in there because it's kind of in.
Not in there.
What
What he just
I'm
said
saying
is
is
it
in
refers
the
to
meeting
current law.
right now.
refers to
What
current
is your
law.
answer to the voters
that's
who
Bush's
then
law.
disagree with you and say, no,
They're trying to-
we believe it is in there? What are you going to say to them?
Well, I'm sorry if they believe that it's in there, but it isn't.
See what they're trying
Because
to
I
do,
have
what
fought
he's talking about
that
trying to
battle.
do
I'm trying to repeal it.
move it from the
Why?
Bush's law.
If it's not in there,
It is in the
is
law
in Bush's
today. George Bush authorized the unlimited detention of U.S. citizens without being charged, without getting a lawyer. That is the law, but it's not in N.D.A.A. It's in the authorization for use of military force in Afghanistan, 2002. And I'm working hard to repeal it. It's not right. It's against freedom. It's against liberty. And I'll do everything I can to remove it.
N.D.A.A. simply refers to and upholds the previous law.
Yeah.
so there's no.
And in
That
fact,
opposed Bush's
let me
law.
tell you what I've tried to do. I've talked to the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. In fact, over and over again, just recently, about trying to make it absolutely clear. And there are a number of us that have been trying to make it absolutely clear because I don't blame somebody for misinterpreting it. It's actually a misinterpretation of N.D.A.A. because
Well, see, I don't have a problem with us misinterpreting it because I don't believe in it. The problem is there's another side, legislative side that usually gets misinterpreted, and so those things get in there. What would you do with Section 1021 and Section 20? No problems with it then?
Well, I tried to make the language clear. I supported legislation, an amendment to make it clearer. But the authorization to use military force in Afghanistan is where the federal government authorizes it. And it's not right. It's totally against freedom and liberty. It's totally unconstitutional. I did some things such as tried to stop the federal government from using drones to kill American citizens without due process, which this government has done. And that's totally against liberty and totally against freedom. I'm fighting for liberty and freedom, and I will continue to do so. But it's not in N.D.A.A. What N.D.A.A. says is it doesn't change current law. And the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, just recently we were talking about how to do this, and it has to go through the Judiciary Committee because It's a judiciary committee in their jurisdiction is where it is. And so I have a freestanding bill to repeal that.
How about your CISPA vote then?
I voted against CISPA.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
We better get in there.
I did.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My son
Yeah. Hey,